This is proof that saving those tiny forgotten details is always worth it in the end. And here's the story of how I salvaged original Victorian door finger plates and turned them into the most beautiful feature. This damaged door was set to go in the bin, but I firmly had my eye on the finger plate that was caked under layers of gloss paint, but I had a feeling there was something beautiful hiding under there. I covered it in paint strippers to lift that gloss, and I also did the same with one of the intact Victorian doors that we also had in our bedroom. Now, I had no idea what they'd actually look like, what condition they'd be in, but I'm a big believer in committing to saving all the bits of history I can in our home renovation. And when I peeled off that paint stripper, it really took me by surprise. Finger plates were made of really thin metal and very well preserved actually, albeit a bit of a mess. It's amazing to think of all the people whose hands might have touched these plates throughout history, and now I'm fortunate enough to be their lucky owner. So at this point, there was no turning back for me. It's my duty to bring them back to life. To get as much of that crusty paint and grime off, I soaked them in a white vinegar solution before going to town with the cleaning, scraping, scrubbing, everything. People often think you have to achieve perfection in restoration projects like this, but I know that every stain, every bit of tarnish tells a story and it adds to the character, so I decided just to polish them up the best that I could. And the improvement here is miles ahead from where I found these finger plates, which were all the rage in the Victorian era, and I do wish we'd not lost the art of adding pretty details to our home just because it takes longer or feels like a faff. I really do think it's worth it, and although this pair definitely aren't perfect, they're over 130 years old and they have lived a life, which you can see come through in every imperfection. We reattached them to our doors with fresh little screws, and you cannot tell me these don't look beautiful. That history, charm and character is back where it belongs, with a little bit of modern love, care and hard graft added in.